Hey guys, Joe Schmoe here, and today I want to show you my latest NFT that I made. My others that are on Rarible are more of the collectible type, and it's a bunch of these little character guys. But I decided this time to go big and make a really big, nice, detailed, cool looking one. And this is Bitcoin Dragon, and I put him on Opensea. And if we scroll down here, so they call this a storefront apparently, and I named it Crypto Dragons by Joe Schmoe, and it gives a little description of what I got in here, which is currently just the one image, Bitcoin Dragon, but I do plan on making other dragons of like Ethereum or Dogecoin. Here in the description, let's scroll up, I put a poem as the description. So I want to make all the crypto dragons come with a poem, and this is the one for Bitcoin Dragon. And I'll read it to you. It says, "I did not hear it perched yonder upon the sheer rocks, though it wasn't its intention to be that of a nimble fox. The waves never ceasing their activity masked the Goliath's moves, with constant ebbing and flowing that distracts, amuses, and soothes. The beast loomed high and mighty over all of us for a time, until a few brave folk looked up and resolved to take the climb. They wanted to meet this exquisite creature and started arriving by foot and wagon to see what all our futures hold, living with the Bitcoin Dragon." So that's his little poem. So that's there. And then there is also Unlockable Content, which is just a link to a higher resolution image. This one doesn't look too great. It actually looks better on your phone. It actually looks better, the picture that comes up on Opensea. But this will, whoever the owner is can unlock and get a nice picture anyhow. I put it up for 2 Ethereum. I put a lot of work into this. It took me over 30 hours, and I'll show you how I made it. So I did it in layers. So I used nothing but Microsoft Paint and drew it by hand, including the Bitcoin logo. And I'll zoom in to show you. You can see the different shading. You can see different little details in the rocks and everything. You can see it. This is just the layer in which it's the rocks and the dragon and the Bitcoin symbol. If I zoom in as far as I can go, you can see these scales here, which I had to draw everything in layers, so I kind of did the shading. I did the outline, I did the colors, I did the shading, and then I put these scales on top. These I literally drew 1 pixel at a time with the pencil, and it took hours to do. I started from the head, I worked my way down, and went all the way down to the tail and everything. But when I was done drawing him like this, which was pretty cool, I was like, I want to make waves splashing against the rocks. That'd be really cool. So I made another paint file, and I used the spray paint tool. Let's pick turquoise here and see how you can make cool lines. Let's make it bigger. I used the biggest setting. See how it's bigger spray. This is 609 by 1000 pixels, by the way. But yeah, I was just like, making waves. I would do one color, then I'd do another color. Let's zoom in, I can show you the colors better. So I used only 3 different colors actually, or 4. I used 4. So I used like a darker and lighter kind of blue-green, and then I used a darker like purpley color, and then the last with like these, what would be like light colored droplets, I used a lighter blue. And zoomed in, it doesn't look that great, but zoomed out. And then, you know, applied on top of the dragon image, it came out really good. And I did the same with, let me show you this file. So it's made up of 3. The dragon obviously took the longest amount of time. And then those waves didn't take very long at all to draw that image. And then this, I used the same tool and I made it kind of look like clouds or, you know, the sky. So when I was done making all 3 images, then I opened up even another Microsoft Paint easel or canvas or whatever you want to call it, a new project, and I layered them. So I put the background first. You could do Control A and it selects everything, and then Control C, which copies it, and then you go into the other file and do Control V and paste it. So I paste this one into the brand new file of the same size, 609 by 1000 pixels. And then I Control 8 and copied this one and then pasted it on top of the background. And then I went into here and copied this, the waves, and I paste that last. And of course you need to make sure that you use transparent selection so that you can choose a background color that doesn't come with it. So none of this green came with it when I pasted it into the final, which is this layered one here, and that's what it looked like. Background, dragon on the rocks, and Bitcoin symbol to show it's a Bitcoin dragon if you couldn't tell by his color. And then the waves pasted on top. So, like I said, I did that all in Microsoft Paint. It took a really long time, but it was fun to make. I really like how it came out. And I really can't wait to make the next one. It just takes so much time, you know, that I gotta make the time, put it that way, with work and everything. So that's it for that. Check it out in Rarible if you want to read the poem again, or just take a look at it. That's where it's at, and I'll leave a link in the description where you can find it. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.